Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 3, Episode 4. We ain't get the title. It'll be right, though. It'll be right when I put it down in a thing. Okay, so we're picking up where we left off with that shady-ass Tiffany running off at the mouth and running Destiny out of the room. They still, discussing the mystery woman that was seen with LeBaric. When Destiny comes back to the table, Melody, of course, is, like, okay, but is he a cheater? Is he a cheater? Because if he was cheating, then, it's questionable. But if not, then, we don't have no qualms with this woman that he might have been working with that could have possibly been a business partner. So was he a cheater? And Destiny is looking at her like, why would you, what? No. There were things that happened, but she's like, I ain't Martell. I don't have to justify my divorce. You know what I mean? She say it ain't none of our business. That I think that's what Destiny's on. It ain't none of y'all business what happened between me and LeBaric. Just know that they divorced and that's that. Melody, to me, kind of projects. Like I said in the last one, she projects. It's almost like you want everybody to have a cheating husband like yours. That's not everybody's story. Everybody is not getting a divorce because their husband cheated. There are other things. There are other irreconcilable differences that people can have outside of an infidelity. Not according to Melody. Melody, she feel like everybody should do what she did. She suggesting folks go see her old therapist and all. It's like, girl, listen. Drop your gems as you see fit, but don't project. Don't project onto me. Kimmy and Destiny, they seem to have, gotten pretty close. Kimmy says that's her sister from another mister. They good. They cool. That's her girl. Marceau, he finally gets to Houston, and Tisha, she gets to the door in her Vicky Secrets, and he pays her dust. He could care less. He like what he see a little bit. He got to at least pretend he does. And but he's focused. He tunnel vision. We here for work. We here for business. The pleasure is, gonna come on the back end, but we got to hit the ground running. They got work to do. And she's like, listen, I'm trying to get some before said work. Like, come on. He ain't with it. He done killed the mood. Kimmy and Maurice, they sit down and talk, and, they talk about Destiny's party, and she tells him, I done met Tiffany, a new girl. She and her husband are around, I think her husband's name is Louis. But anyway, he's familiar with Louis, like he knows Louis. And everybody is familiar with them as a couple because they're the couple that got married during the pandemic at the baseball field. Kimmy throws a little bit of shade in there because apparently Sis proposed to him. Sis set up the wedding for him. Like, she the one, spearhead the whole situation. Kimmy like, what? Couldn't have been me, sis. Couldn't have been me. She tells her that Tiffany, mentioned Monster vaping in the bathroom. And I don't know why she did that, because Maurice went on a whole rant. About the Monster, having a bad rep behind this, and her saying that in front of mixed company, it could be detrimental to him. It just was all bad. Why would she do that? She don't know me. She don't know my family. Like, he went in. And Kimmy's just looking like, I understand, babe. I know, babe. I understand, babe. He was mad about that. Don't be talking about my baby. Excuse me. Don't be talking about my son. Painting no picture. Painting him out to be some deviant or some problem child or something like that. And he knew about it, of course. And of course, Kimmy's like, oh, you knew? You did? He knew about it. He had already had a conversation with him and Kiowa about it. It's just Kimmy didn't know anything about it. He continues to leave her in the dark, and that's she's starting to get a little agitated about that. They're going to meet with Kiowa and her husband to have another meeting of the minds. Kimmy says she gonna have her listening ears on. They talk about that work-life balance as well, because Maurice is work, and leaves her to do, you know, all of the rest of the motherly duties, household duties. You know, she picking up a child that ain't hers, caring for a child that ain't hers, and her son has graduated and moved on. You know, and so I'm sure she's like, you need to be home with your child because this is your child. Don't be just leaving us, you know, to fend for ourselves while you work. There has to be some type of balance. And of course, I'm a successful black man. Like, how do you think that? Please miss me with all of that. Miss me. Don't nobody want to hear none of that, Maurice. None of that. Okay, Marceau and Tisha, they've been pretty productive. They've been busy. They've had a couple meetings. They had one with the rep at a cigar lounge for, you know, a potential new location in Houston. They also met with the rep with Uncle Nearest for, you know, potential partnerships, you know, stuff. They working. They headed to dinner with Uncle Mike, and they want to meet with him because Scott Manor is kind of, you know, taking a long time, and they blame him. And he's like, no, the blame is the whole side of this table. The other side of the table is to blame. Like, Tisha want a closet, a 2-story closet. He want his garage on the 3rd floor or something like that. Like, they want all these special designs. And Uncle say, y'all to hold up. So don't be blaming me. It's not me. Auntie is like, so, okay, what about Tisha and Maurice? Kimmy and Maurice. Tisha tells her, you know, they will be moving somewhere. They're building somewhere. They just won't be building on Scott Manor. And she asks, well, are they going to use Uncle Mike for the designs? Uncle Mike say they probably will more than likely use me, but you ain't got to worry about me, you know, giving them your designs. All of my designs are copywritten, all of that. So you ain't got to worry about that. You know, that's an ongoing thing. That's an ongoing competition within their family. Well, the Scott brothers, you know, always in competition with one another. Okay, Kimmy and Jalen, they are looking at a rental property. Jalen is, you know, full speed ahead with this, you know, he wants to be a fixer-upper, you know, he wants to renovate homes. And so he and his mom are at the first property that he's closed on. She's walking him through and telling him all the things that he's going to need. And they stop and talk about his conversation with Marceau, because doing this, he's going to need time. You know, he's going to have to pull away from the restaurant a little bit if he can, you know. And Jalen is like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. They expect me to be at that place 24/7. 24/7. They always want me there. Kimmy feels like Marceau, you know, he set him up for failure. He didn't bring him into a situation. He didn't bring him into a situation where he could flourish or thrive in any way. He has no experience at this. And so, yeah, he's going to come, you know, he's going to make a lot of mistakes because he don't know what he's doing, which is why, you know, he asked to be brought in, you know, as an assistant manager and, you know, hire somebody that's qualified. Marceau don't want to hear that because Marceau cheap. He going to have to pay somebody that's qualified. And so now he's going to pay an assistant manager to run things. And it's like, why do that? Like, the person that's got I know the person that's got the job will feel away. Coming into a situation, oh no, so now I got to train this youngin', you know, who don't know nothing, he green and he a novice at this. I'm well qualified and I'm gonna be getting paid less than the man I'm training. Now how that makes sense, Marceau? It don't. It ain't fair. It ain't gonna be fair to whoever they hire. But, you know, because he does agree that there probably should be somebody there that's qualified to help, you know, train him. Because Marceau ain't doing it. Tisha ain't doing it. Oh, Kimmy talks to him about Destiny because Destiny feel like Jalen like her. Girl. When she told him that, Jalen was like, nah. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman, but nah, she ain't my type. She is not my type. I mean, she cute and all, but that's about it. He say he know the cougars love him. He the cougar tamer. Okay, Jalen. Tisha and Marceau, they're at their event. You know, it's an event. They're at the event for Black Chocolate in a Bottle. You know, Marceau is in there smoozing or whatever. The turnout was great. Like, there are a lot of people. He talking about they got celebrities. Celebrities. I mean, Uncle Tommy was there, but I mean, okay. Anyway, he's walking around mixing and mingling and all of that. Uncle Tommy was there though, and he brought the cast of his show. What's the name of his show? Put a ring on it? No. What is it? Love After I was gonna say Love After Lockup. Oh, it's so many shows like that. I can't keep up. Like, I don't get into those. But anyway, one of the girls from the show, she's talking to Marceau. She got on her red dress. She got on her red freakum dress. And with all her titties out. You already know Tisha got her good eye on her. She walking over, you know, to pull her husband away. She said she got to pull him away. Girl, ain't nobody thinking about Marceau. Don't nobody want Marceau but you. You got that. You got that on lock, sis. Trust me when I say don't nobody want him but you. Don't nobody want him but you. If you watching this show and you want him, something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. You got to not know who he is to find him appealing and attractive. Girl, please. Sorry, y'all. Kimmy and Maurice, they're having dinner. Well, they're supposed to be having dinner with Kiowa. They meet, you know, they're going to go meet them. And Kiowa and her husband, they're a little late. Maurice got the nerve to act like, you know, he's just, you know, put into motion all of this. You know, it's just all of this is his idea. It's just his, you know, it's just been him. It's him that fostered this relationship between Kiowa and Kimmy. And Kimmy like, we got a relationship? I mean, she cool, she all right, but I mean, we ain't friends. And I know Kiowa ain't here for Kimmy. Because Kiowa, she definitely believes that Kimmy and Maurice were dating or seeing each other before they got divorced. So yeah, she don't see it for her. She's just tolerable. Maurice said he got a meeting with a lawyer. And he keep checking the time like he gonna leave. And Kimmy's like, you really gonna leave me? Like, what? He really was gonna leave. And he really definitely left. He definitely left. She done order food and all of that. And she's like, listen, she getting tired. She is getting fed up. And I don't want Kimmy to check out on his ass. Because once that happens, that's that. Kimmy and Aquarius too. I already know. Once we check out, we checked out. Ain't no coming back from it. Ain't no going back from it. Like, yeah, once we check out for good. And so I really hope that she doesn't do that. I really hope that he doesn't, you know, drive her into a corner to where she feel like, you know what? I ain't doing this with you no more. Like, I don't have to. It ain't like we got small kids together. None of that. You know, Kimmy can stand on her own. That's her house, by the way, that they live in. And so yeah. He might wanna tighten up. He might want to tighten up. Kiowa and her husband do end up showing up. But we gonna see what happens because you know it's to be continued. That's an awkward situation to be in. Don't be having me sitting around with your ex-wife and her new husband to speak on your behalf. No. And what we're going to be talking about is the child that you two have together. Nah. And I know Kaya will probably sitting around like, where is Maurice? Because what we do with Monster really don't concern you. Like, we can bring you in, you know, but they're the ones that need to be sitting there co-parenting. So Maurice gonna have to do better. I would have been like, guys, Maurice had to go to a meeting. I'm sorry you guys came all this way. But let's reschedule when the four of us can sit down. Because I'm not about to sit down with y'all and talk about nothing. But yeah, that's where we end. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.